Which is the brutal dictator, I asked? The guy who was elected and overwhelmingly popular when he was elected,
Yeah.
or Al Qaeda, who wasn't even elected? Not only that, but under Al Qaeda, they are mass slaughtering, they have been mass slaughtering Alawites, minorities, to ethnic cleanse the coast. And this is all by imperial design. So basically, this is the brutal dictator, is the one who was installed by the West, which is Al Qaeda. And a lot of these people committing the genocide are wearing ISIS patches as well. Okay. And they film themselves doing it. I mean, okay. So not only now, Max Blumenthal did an excellent interview. I sent it to you, where he interviewed this nun, Miriam de la Croix, and she stated in basically that it is a genocide. And I think her numbers were maybe 30,000, but who knows? There are a lot of there's mass graves, they're beheading people, putting them in the sea, and so on. And now they're target. It's not so. It's not only Alawites. Now they're targeting Druze. Okay, so the imperialists behind all of this, and you showed me an article where it links MI6 and so on directly to Al Qaeda and Jilani. But it's obviously it's Operation Timber Sycamore. It's CIA. They've been grooming him for a long time. They gave him a waiver on that so-called bounty, which was a smokescreen. Now Westerners are inviting him in diplomatically. They're doing what they did not do with Assad, who was elected, who was educated, a medical doctor, democratically oriented government, moving towards democracy. Bear in mind, it's a very difficult area. When you're the Middle East is full of oil. That's what the West wants. They don't want to buy it and trade and obey international law. They want to impose their will, which is they want to illegally occupy, which is what they're doing. And they want to illegally steal the oil and the resources. And they want chaos because chaos is easier to control and exploit. They do not, absolutely do not want democracy in the Middle East. Absolutely not, because the Middle East is full of rich petroleum resources. That's one of the reasons why. Okay. So every word that the politician uttered there, the words that you were reading are basically a lie. It makes me sick because right now he's saying this and he's trying to disassociate himself from these crimes. But the evidence, the primary source evidence has been there for years that Britain and Washington, especially as the architect of the whole thing, we talked about full spectrum dominance. Uh, it's no secret that this is an imperial project. And now this nun that I mentioned, Miriam de la Croix, she agrees with Jeffrey Sachs' assessment, which is our assessment as well. This is an imperial crime scene. She didn't, well, it is obviously. It's a crime scene. It's genocide. So really, I have a hard time listening to Western politicians, especially in light of what is happening now, which includes see, everything is interrelated. This what is happening now also includes the genocide, the despicable, heinous, criminal genocide that the Western supported Zionists are committing right now in Palestine.